منهم الثمن الذي جاء به ونمير أهلنا ما نبغي قالوا يا أبانا ما نبغي ما نروم وما نريد فوق هذا وأحسن من هذا هذه بضاعة ردت إلينا نرجع بها ونمير أهلنا نجلب لهم الطعام والميرة ونحفظ أخانا ونبذل وسعنا في المحافظة عليه حتى نعيده إليك ونزداد كيل بعير بحضوره معنا ذلك كيل يسير تمكنا من إحضار هذا الكيل فتيسر أمره علينا ذلك كيل يسير لا نستطيع بجهد في إحضار الثمن لا نحتاج الآن إلى جهد في إحضار الثمن حاضر.
So we pick up the story in the Surah Yusuf alayhi salam, the point where the sons of Yaqub have gone to Yusuf, and he at that point is in the position of power in Egypt, and Yusuf requests that they go back, and they come back the second time with their youngest brother Binyamin. So Yaqub alayhi salam made them promise he said I'll never send him with you, and not unless you swear by God that you will bring him back to me, that is humanly possible. So the promises are very serious and very weighty things, and believers should take their promises extremely seriously, and they should be aware of the consequences of not honoring their promises and not keeping to their word. There's serious punishments for those who don't do that. Those who don't honor their promises and don't keep to their word. And in the past, they would never go against their word. That was even from human nature, but let alone from someone of faith. Someone has faith their faith would dictate that they would never go against their word and never break their word. So Yaqub made them swear by God that they will bring him back. He made his son swear by God that they bring back Binyamin, the youngest brother. Unless of course it's unless it's out of your hands, in that case, you're not responsible in that case. So he gave them their word, they gave him their pledge. They said, our words are entrusted to God. Our words are entrusted to God. Allah is a witness. Allah is witness to our words. He is all. His knowledge encompasses us, and He hears what we're saying, and He will take us to account for the words which we say. And people make light of these things, promises and words, and we worry that those people may be abased and exposed on the Day of Judgment. The Prophet ﷺ said that the sign of the hypocrite is that when they make a promise, they break that promise. Or when they are entrusted with something, they don't take care of it. And then he said to them, my sons, do not enter all by one gate. Use different gates. And one reason of that is that they had been shown favor by Yusuf, and he didn't want people to be jealous of them because they had beauty. They were like impressive to look at, and he didn't want people to look at them with envy because they were all the sons of Yaqub alayhi salam. So he said, just split up. You don't all come in one group, so people are impressed by what they see, but rather split up and come from different sides. Be protected from the ayn, from the eye, from the evil eye. So it come from different sides, different doors.
إنه أيضا يلمح سيدنا يعقوب بروحانيته إلى أنه ربما يجدون يوسف في شيء من الأبواب فليدخلوا من باب واحد ويكون هنا.
Another meaning is that perhaps they might bump into Yusuf by chance if they came from different roads and different paths and different places. And the fact they'd already found him, but they didn't know that. They weren't aware of that fact. We know later that when he gives them his qamis, his shirt, that they smell. Yaqub alayhi salam smells the scent of Yusuf from a long distance. In this also we learn that take the means, take the means, even if Allah's decree will come to pass, you still take the means to avoid harm coming or to attain goodness, or whatever it is. So we know that Allah's decree will come to pass, but we still avoid places where harm may come to us. We still protect ourselves from potential harm, and that is part of taking the means which we've been commanded to do. And this is what Yaqub said, that yes, enter from different gates and different doors, but I have no, I cannot help you against the will of God. All power is in God's hand. Power inwardly and outwardly is in Allah's hands alone. What Allah wills will come to pass, and what He does not will not come to pass. I put my trust in Him. So take the means and do what you need to do, but put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He says, I trust in Him. Let everyone put their trust in Him. If you believe in Allah's power, then that dictates that you trust in Him. That you're rationally, you'd only put your trust in Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why how can someone who has intellect put their trust in something that has no power? Someone has no power, no influence. And Allah makes a metaphor of the, or strikes a metaphor of the spider's web. People that rely on other than Allah, like those who, like the weakness of the spider's web. Ask Allah to make us people that rely upon Him. This is the servant, the slave takes the means, even if it isn't of no avail, but that's the role of the servant to do that. While relying completely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the one who relies upon Allah, Allah will be sufficient for them. Allah tells us in the Quran. So if you're seeking knowledge, or you're seeking provision, or you're seeking whatever you're seeking, take the means and do what you need to do, but put your trust in Allah. And the Prophet told us to say every time we leave our homes, Bismillah, tawakkaltu ala Allah. In the name of Allah, I put my trust in Allah. And there's no strength or power except by Allah. And the angel calls out to that person, you've been guided and you've been protected, and harm has been removed from you, and shaitan avoids that person because he knows that person is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As soon as the person says that on leaving the house, the angel prays for them and gives them good tidings that they're protected, and shaitan despairs of harming that person.
وقالت لهم رسلهم إن نحن إلا بشر مثلكم ولكن الله يمن على من يشاء من عباده وما كان لنا أن نأتيكم بسلطان إلا بإذن الله وعلى الله.
To believe, people of Iman should put their trust in Allah. And the prophets say, how can we not trust in Allah? They're the ones that know Allah the best. How can we not trust in Allah? Every creature is in Allah's control. Nothing happens, no cloud, no breath of wind moves except by His control, subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can we not rely on Him when He is the one that has showed us the path? يعني ما هناك مرجعيات يعتمد عليها في الوجود أعظم من الله. فإن كان حد بيستند إلى شيء فهذا الإله إن كان صدق يعقل ويفهم وإلا فيعتمدون على غير الله. Those who rely on other than Allah will be in a state of loss.
وينالهم السوء والعياذ بالله تبارك وتعالى. قال وعليه فليتوكل المتوكلون ولما دخلوا من حيث أمرهم أبوهم تفرقوا على الأبواب.
And then Allah tells us that even when they entered, as their father had told them, it did not help them against the will of God. It merely satisfied a wish of Jacob, of Yaqub. he did his duty in manifesting his servanthood and taking the means, but it had no effect. He knew well what we had taught him, though most people do not know. There's some knowledge that we received from Allah, divinely received. To those who know, are those who know the same as those who do not know? He was someone of knowledge, of knowledge that Allah had granted him. Allah says most people do not know that. A lot of people, majority of people live in a state of delusion state. But no one's knowledge can be compared to the knowledge of the Anbiya, of the prophets. And then when they presented themselves before Yusuf, he welcomed them and he ordered them to sit in pairs, and then there's one left over, which was Binyamin. So he sat with him. And he told each of them to go sleep in rooms in pairs. And he took his brother with him. So he talked with his brother. He asked him about his brother. He said, I had a brother who died, who was lost. He said, do you want me to be your brother? And he said, how could I be a brother to you? And he embraced him and told him, I am your brother. And he said, don't be saddened by what happened. This is a human nature and envy, and the ending will be good. But just conceal this. Don't tell your brothers about this. So Benjamin wanted to stay with Yusuf, and Yusuf said that my father will just be more sad than he was before. So Yusuf devised a plan that would allow him to keep Binyamin with him. So and the plan was that the one who steals from someone becomes in their understanding he becomes a slave to the person he stole from. So that was the plan. Put the goblet or the cup of the king in the baggage of Binyamin, and then he would be accused of theft, and he would then have to remain with Yusuf alayhi salam.
يسقون فيه أنعامهم ويكيل به كان يكيل به صواع له يكيل به فقال.
So there's a cup that was used for drinking and for weighing as well. It was placed in the pack, in Yusuf's pack, in Benjamin's pack. And then Yusuf says, where is it? And so they pointed the finger at the people who just left, who were just leaving, which is Benjamin and his brothers. So Yusuf said, bring them back. People of the caravan, you are thieves. That's what the man calls out. And they said, what have you lost? Well, some scholars understand that the thieves, what he meant is thieves, because they stole Yusuf alayhi salam. In that sense, they were thieves.
ثم أذن مؤذن نادى منادي أيتها العير إنكم لسارقون قالوا وأقبلوا أجمعين رجعوا بسرعة إيش هذه التهمة ناس أطهار من بيت طيب.
When they knew they weren't thieves, they asked, what is it you've lost? I said, king's cup is missing. And we are the only people that we can accuse of this. Whoever returns it will get a camel load of grain, and I give you my word. And they said, by God, you must know that we did not come to make mischief in your land. Yeah, we've come more than once, and have you ever seen us causing problems? We're no thieves. And then they said, well, if we find that you are lying, what penalty should we apply to you? So the penalty will be the enslavement of the person in whose bag the cup has found. This is how we punish the wrongdoers. That was a ruling in their law. The person who stole will become the slave of the person he stole from. That wasn't the ruling in Egypt, but that was ruling of Yaqub and his people. So Yusuf began by searching their bags and his brothers, and he finally came to his brother's bag and he found it, pulled it out from his brother. He knew they wouldn't be, they weren't thieves. They were shocked to find that it was Binyamin it was his bag that the cup was found. And so that was so that's it. We keep him with us, and you go off you go. And that was your judgment. That was the ruling that you applied. In this way, we devised a plan for Yusuf. Allah says. This is how we made this plan for Yusuf. The word kaid, which is when it's applied to humans, means a kind of a scheming, plotting. Whereas when it applies to Allah, it's about planning and arranging. So this is the plan that we devised for Yusuf. If God had not willed it so, he could not have detained his brother as a penalty under the king's law. We raise the rank of whoever we will. Allah says, we raise the rank of whoever we will. And Allah is the only one that can raise people's ranks. And above everyone who has knowledge, there is the one who is all-knowing. Now they tried to get out of this, and they knew they'd be in trouble with their father, and their father would be upset, father would be distraught. And we'll finish off the story. We'll continue the story next time, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala else by the stories of the prophets, the best of stories, and make us amongst those who follow in their footsteps. Ask Allah, give us the blessings that only you can bestow, and make us amongst those who follow the straight path, and give us the best of endings. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.